Viewer discretion advised. Video suggested by Madison Luke. Welcome to the second season of Mondays or Murder. In the description, you'll find a link to Season 1 and sources for all research, music, photos, and videos. This season will explore more bizarre unsolved murders and mysterious disappearances. New videos every Monday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure your windows and doors are locked before you click that subscribe button and settle into the video. The Colonial Parkway is a scenic stretch of highway in Virginia, connecting Williamsburg, Jonestown, and Yorktown. But even in the most beautiful places, evil will always find a way to destroy that which we love. It happened on October 12, 1986. It was Columbus Day weekend, and the bodies of young lovers Kathy Thomas, 27, and Becky Dowski, 21, were discovered in Kathy's white 1980 Honda Civic at the Chatham Annex Overlook along the Colonial Parkway in Williamsburg, Virginia. Both women had been strangled and their throats viciously slashed to the point of decapitation. One suspicious detail the police noted was Kathy's driver's side window was rolled down. The killer, or killers, poured diesel fuel on the car and the bodies. But in such extreme cold weather, the fire failed to ignite, so the killer pushed the car with their bodies off the embankment. Unfortunately for the killer, the car got caught in the brush and didn't go into the river. There was a treasure trove of evidence, along with the ladies' purses and money inside the car. There was no sign of sexual assault. However, Kathy had a clump of hair between her fingers, indicating she fought with their killer. Kathy's first girlfriend was looked at as a suspect, as she was with Kathy and Becky the day they died, but was never arrested. Currently, the murders are unsolved. Less than 1 year later, on September 22, 1987, the bodies of David Noblin, 20, and Robin Edwards, 14, were discovered by a jogger. David had been shot in the head and the shoulder. Robin had only been shot in the head. Earlier that month, David's truck was found abandoned on the Colonial Parkway with the driver's side door open and the window rolled halfway down. His wallet was undisturbed on the dashboard of the truck. The windshield wipers were on, as was the radio. Inside the car was a pair of women's shoes and a pair of men and women's underwear. The autopsy indicated Robin had sex that night. However, not much else is known, other than Robin was known for dating older men. The police know David and Robin's activities that fateful night, and they were murdered over a mile away from the truck. Like Kathy and Becky's case, a suspect couldn't be located and the case is still open. On April 9, 1988, Cassandra Haley, 18, and Keith Call, 20, were on their first date at a party. Later, Keith's red 1982 Toyota Celica was found at the York River Overlook on the Colonial Parkway by his father. The driver's side door and the glove box were open, and the driver's side window was rolled halfway down, but Keith and Sandy were nowhere to be found. Ultimately, Keith's father left the car. However, it was discovered 2 hours later by Highway Patrol. The car was still empty of Keith and Sandy, but there were some clothes inside the car. Keith's watch, underwear, and eyeglasses, along with Sandy's bra, wallet, and one shoe were inside the car. But Keith's father insisted those items weren't inside when he stopped that morning. The couple has never been found and is presumed dead. Unfortunately, this case is currently unsolved. The murders ended after September 1989, when Anna Maria Phelps, 18, and Dan Lauer, 21, were reported missing on September 5th. Anna was dating Dan's brother, and the pair were traveling to Virginia Beach to move in with him. They set out on their 150-mile trip at 11 p.m. After they were reported missing, Dan's gold 1972 Chevy Nova was discovered at a rest stop on the wrong side of the highway, as if heading away from Virginia Beach. All their belongings, money, and wallets were in the car. The only item missing was a blanket that belonged to Dan. Suspiciously, Anna's roach clip was left clipped to an open window. They seemed to have traveled 60 miles when tragedy struck. Unfortunately, hunters found their bodies a month later near a rest stop. Their bodies were terribly decomposed and covered with Dan's missing blanket. Authorities aren't sure how Dan died, but they determined Anna died of stab wounds. Like all of the other cases in this video, this case is also unsolved. One fascinating theory brought to light by Blaine Pardoe and Victoria Hester in their book A Special Kind of Evil, The Colonial Parkway Serial Killings, they speculated the killer is a two-man team, with one man being the dominant force and the other being a follower. They committed the murders as a team, using disguises such as police officers or park rangers to get the victims to comply, as well as other measures that are mentioned in the book. They mention how every couple had their driver's side window rolled down and wallets out, as if approached by someone of authority. The authors also speculate the reason why the murder stopped after 1989 is the dominant killer killed his partner and hasn't found another person to fill his deadly shoes. Link to this fascinating book is in the description, and you're lucky. If you have a Kindle Unlimited, you can download the book for free. Despite all four cases being similar, physical evidence is needed to tie the cases together. Currently, the FBI controls the investigation. They promised the families of the victims that they would test evidence and give all the cases another look. As of the publication of this video, it is unknown what evidence, if any, has been tested. But the Colonial Parkway killings are an active investigation. If you have information that could help the FBI, you can send investigators an email at colonial_parkway_murders@ic.fbi.gov. For Kathy, Becky, David, Robin, Cassandra, Keith, Anna, and Dan. Sources for this case are in the description. No copyright infringement intended. Thanks for watching. If there's a case you'd like to see featured on Mondays or Murder, send the name of the case to MaryGirlMoody@gmail.com or send a direct message to me through YouTube. If you like the video, please give it a like. New videos every Monday. Subscribe.